last week we learned about speaking and more on writing part. We practice writing, but I didn't teach you how to do writing way better. So for today, let's have some, okay, we will do writing today and you will learn how to do writing better. Okay, so I'm going to share you some tips on how to do writing and how it will be easier for you to do that. Sorry, my voice is not good. Okay, so let me see. Why your cameras are all closed? Turn on your camera. You all shy?
Sorry, I'm eating.
You are closed your cameras. You still listen in class. So this one is a bit. Why? I can't. What's wrong? Can't share. A bit technical. Okay, so I can see. Okay, here is Tauchi now. I think I can see Tauchi now. Hello, Tauchi. Can you hear me? So please try your best to do this task for today. Okay, so for today, we're going to do writing task 2. Okay, so let's learn how to do writing. But actually, of course, you have to learn some things first before we do that. So I have a question before we start our activity here. Can you tell me what are the 7?
But sorry, wait me for a minute because I have to take medicine.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, this one is recorded live, so you can still rewatch. Okay, so for Tang, Lisa, are you there? Lisa and Alice, do you know what are the 7 types of sentences?
I have to say apologize because actually I can't remember.
No idea?
I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. But I just want to know if you have idea. What are the types of sentences that you know?
A simple sentence.
Okay, very good, Tang. Simple sentence. What else? More?
Wait.
What try sentence in one.
Okay, so there are 7 types of sentences. Yes, Lisa. What is that?
Oh, so we say the type of sentence like
yes, the type of sentences that you know. Like Tang already named one that is simple sentence. So when we say simple sentence, that means like it only have one idea. Now, Alice, do you have idea? Simple sentence. What else? Okay, so let's go. Oh, ignore that one. Okay. So for today, this is our objective. Okay. Today, these are the things that we are going to learn. We're going to learn WISP. Okay, I put it like that one, WISP. So that means for the W, we're going to learn what to avoid in writing essays for a specific type of essay. And then, of course, you will learn how to identify what type of question essay and what essay structure are you going to use. And for S, you're going to do the structure. That means you're going to write your own. Okay, you're going to practice. And of course, you will do the practice writing. So we will learn the WISP for tonight. So before that, I ask you about the 7 sentences type. So I'm going to type here. Okay, and I have some brief. Yes, Lisa, you want to speak?
I have a question.
Yes.
Does today we just have to have writing part and we don't have to speak, right?
You have to speak, of course.
Oh,
You'll do speaking, okay. But not that like the same like last time, okay? Because last time we focused on speaking and you have your practice for speaking part 1, part 2, and part 3. So for today, we will focus more on how to improve your writing, okay, with the specific type of essay. So of course, before you do that, let's recall the 7 types of sentences here. I think you always study this one in your grammar. So we have the simple sentences, like Tang says, you only have one idea. Compound sentences, that means you have like 2 sentences, we mix it together by the use of conjunction, like and, for, yet, but, so, or nor. I put here, this one, a fifth son. For complex sentences, that means you have more than 2 ideas, 2 or more ideas, of course. In this complex sentences, actually, there are many words that you can use here, like although, though, while, okay? So you can use in complex sentences, like phrases, okay? Passive sentence, I think you know what is that. You always do that. From active, we put passive. And then the question sentences, this one are the questions that we use, the interrogative questions like what, where, when. And of course, we have the conditional sentence. If we say conditional sentence, these are the sentences where we use if. So this type of sentences, you have to remember these things because it adds up to your score in your writing exam. So how? Let's, okay, remember the words. So how are you going to add up? Yeah. Okay, so let's learn about the 5 types of task 2. So today I told you that you're going to learn task 2, right? But of course, in task 2, when you have your exam, there are 5. I just put it 5, but others will say 7. But I just put it shorter. So there are 5 types of questions in task 2, and you have to differentiate these 5 tasks so you know what structure you're going to use in your essay. Because if you don't know how to identify the type of questions, and there's a possibility that you will get low score in your writing part. So how are we going to differentiate? I put some key tips here. So for opinion question essays, the questions normally is like this one, okay? There is a statement in the beginning, and then they will ask you, what is your opinion? Do you agree, disagree, and so on? Okay, so each type of task 2 questions, there are specific structures that you are going to use. And for today, we're going to focus here, the number 5, the double questions, because it's the common one that we do. So I want you to learn how to answer double question essay. So let's have an example. Okay, let's try. Are you all following? Okay, so let's have this one first. Of course, we have the vocabulary range and, no, grammatical range and accuracy. So what's the difference of this one? So when we say grammatical range, I showed you the 7 types of sentences. This is how you use the different, okay? Like how wide the sentences that you use, how the variety, okay, the variety of sentences or types of sentences that you use. And the grammatical accuracy, that means like how well or is it correct how you use it. So how does it affect if you only use simple sentences in your essay? How does it affect your score? So let's say this one here. So let's say that you got the correct grammar and you got a score of 9, but you only use the range, which is simple sentence, and you will only score 4. So that means the average of your grammatical range, okay, accuracy and range will still be 4. So it's very low. Okay, so we have to use different types of sentences on that one. And today, let's try to do that. Okay, these are some words that you can use if you want to use complex sentences. Okay, so you can use this after, although, as, because, before, even if, even though, if, in order. So it will add up to your grammatical range. Okay, so now how are you going to write your introduction? We always say this one, you have to introduce, right? But I think I had to admit that I teach you the wrong one. Okay, so this is the pattern that we will use from now on. Okay, so today we focus on double question essay, and we will use this starter sentences in introduction. Okay, if opinion essay, we use this one. This essay will argue. But for double question for today, we will use this one. This essay will explain. You will start your introduction with this one. So, okay, let's go. Okay, let's learn the WISP. So I have a question here. I think I already answered this one. Okay, so let's try to have W first, of course. If you encounter double essay questions, what are the things that you need to avoid? Number one, okay, some common mistakes of students, they don't answer both questions fully, okay? Number two, they don't outline both answers in the introduction. And of course, this is very important. That's why I told you the different types of essay, because if you don't know how to identify the type of essay, you will use the wrong structure. So it's very important that you know what type of essay is it. So let's go with the double question now. Okay, so this is the outline. Okay, you can just screenshot later on, or you can rewatch this video. Okay, so you can take note of this structure. This is how you're going to write your essay for double question essay. So of course, we have the introduction here. The first paragraph will be your introduction. So how are you going to introduce? First, you have to paraphrase the question, or that means you have to rephrase the question. And the next thing that you have to do is you have to outline sentences. That means you have to say directly your answer to each question, but don't need to explain. Just make it summarize. Okay, summarize. Do not put details yet. Okay, so for the next one, we have 4 paragraphs. Actually, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. The second paragraph, this one will be your main body, paragraph 1. So in this part, you're going to state your answer now for question 1. Because that's why it's called the double question, because there are 2 questions. Okay, so that means for main body part 1, you will answer the question 1. And for main body part 2, you will answer question 2. So these are the structures how to do main body for para 1. You have to write the topic sentence, the explanation, and then you have to give example. But please take note that you only have to pick maybe 1 or 2 examples, because if there are too many examples, you only have 250 words. So it's not okay. I mean, like your ideas will jive in together and it's kind of confusing. So it's better that you can just put 1 or 2 for the maximum one. It's the same with paragraph 3, main body part 2. So in this part, you will answer number 2 question. And for the conclusion, that means you have to summarize. Okay, so let's try to see the question. And I want you to answer. Okay, so take a look at this question first. Everyone, please look. You have 1 minute to read. Are you all following? Do you have a question? Can you follow? Lisa, Alice, Tachi, Tang, can you follow still? Are you confused? Sorry. Okay, are there some words that you don't understand from the question? Lisa, Alice?
Delete the
Depleted.
depleted.
Depleted means like what's it? Decrease, like decrease. Depleted. So what's the other word for deplete? Decrease. It like it goes down. It lessen. It lessen. It's not actually disappear, but like it just lessen. Okay, so I hope you understand. So let's try to plan how to write your essay. Of course, this is how are you going to plan, okay? First, you have to analyze the question. That's why I ask if you understand the question. And of course, you have to generate ideas, and then you have to identify the vocabulary. That means the words. So let's try to look at this one. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the question here. You can see. Now I want to ask everyone, please unmute your microphone to answer. Okay, so let's first analyze the question. Okay, because the first thing that we need to do here, the planning task is number one is analyze the question. So let's analyze. Let's analyze the question first. Okay. What is the topic word? What is the topic or like the main idea of this question? Like the theme, like the theme of this question. You understand? What's the main idea? What are we going to talk about? Tauchi, Alice, Tam, Lisa? Are you all shy? Are you all confused? Are you okay? Are you all okay? Can you follow?
Maybe fossil fuel.
Yes, very good. Okay, so the topic word or the main idea is fossil fuel. Okay, please take note that these are the thing how to analyze the question first, which is the first thing that you need to do when you do essay writing. So the topic word is the fossil fuel. And what are the other keywords? Other keywords. That means how are we going to support talking about fossil fuels? Okay, so we have keywords here. You can see this one. Okay, conserve and alternatives. So these are the keywords, okay, that we need to remember. So the topic is fossil fuel. We have to think of how to conserve and the alternatives. Okay, so what are the things that instruct you what to do? Okay, so these questions are the instruction words. How and what. Excuse me. Okay, so I put the colors so it will be easier for you to understand, I mean, to picture out. So for the topic words, I color it purple here, fossil fuels, of course, we're going to talk about that. For the keywords to support the main idea, we have to think of conservation and alternatives for fossil fuels. And the things that we have to do is we're going to answer how to conserve and what alternatives of this one. So, okay, that means we already planned some outline here. So for our main body, we're going to talk about the question one. How can we conserve these resources? So we have to expand our answer in body paragraph 1 for question 1. And for question 2, that will be our paragraph number 2. So everyone, please try your best. to, no, we're gonna extend now. I'll start to extend more. Okay. How can we conserve? Okay, conserve these resources. I think I gave the answer here. Okay, I want to ask you, maybe you can write and think so we can do brainstorming first. Please write down how to conserve fossil fuels. Like, what are the things that we have to do to save fossil fuels or to lessen the usage of fossil fuel? Okay, let's do brainstorming. Okay. Lisa,
Yes.
okay, can you try to tell me how do you think we can lessen the use of fossil fuel?
Sorry, what did you say?
How to conserve? How can we conserve?
Wait. Sorry, I can't hear you. It's like I can't hear the full of your question. It's like you say what is the blues and something.
Okay. Okay, I will write. How can we conserve fossil fuels? Okay, if you know some answer, you can unmute your microphone. Okay. How can we conserve fossil fuels? Alice? Tauchi? Tang? Any idea?
Maybe we should quit use fossil fuel.
But we cannot quit.
Maybe we could use
Because yes, because you know fossil fuels are really important. They produce
oh yes
electricity.
what should I say?
So we can just lessen. Okay, we can just lessen maybe. So let's write down. Okay, how about Tang?
Maybe create it.
Create.
Create a new source.
Okay, that will be question number 2, Tang. Okay, that will be the answer for question 2. But yeah, okay, so create, maybe conserve. I mean, like when we say conserve, like how are we going to lessen? How are we going to save fossil fuels? Tauchi and Alice, any idea? Tauchi? Alice, are you there? Tauchi and Alice? Lisa, did you think another answer?
I don't know.
Are you confident? Everyone, are you confident?
Wait.
Writing in this one? Okay.
Mm, about electricity, if I remember right, maybe is have another way to producing that.
Okay. So it's the same with Tang, Lisa. Okay. Your answers are for question number 2. Okay. Alternatives. You're answering question 2. Okay. Now we have to start with question 1 first because it's very important that we have to answer each question. Okay. Remember, if you forget one question in part 2, in double question, you will get low score already, or probably you will fail. Okay, so I think I'm gonna help you so everyone can participate in writing part now. So here I search. Okay, some. Okay, how are we going to save fossil fuels? Fossil fuel, of course. Become more energy conscious. That means maybe yeah, attend some school, something like that. The school, of course, in school they teach you how to save energy, right? So you have to be more conscious and more energy efficient. Okay. We have to use more renewable energy resources, like maybe solar panels. Do you know solar panels?
Yes.
Yes. This one is very important. I think everyone can talk for number 3. Use car less. Okay. So that means maybe you can walk, you can cycle, use public transport, or maybe you can only travel when really necessary. And of course, you can use energy efficient light bulbs. That means you can look at the watts, okay, of the bulb. So of course, if it has lesser watts, so it consumes less energy. So we can try to look for like those light bulbs. And for question number 2, this is what Tang and Lisa are talking about. So alternatives, that means another sources, okay? So we can use solar power, wind power, wave energy, wave and tidal energy actually, biomass energy, and geothermal energy from the earth. So now we already start to provide ideas, okay? We have our ideas generated already. Now we have to choose our ideas now. Okay, so I think that you can talk more on this part way better. So I choose use carless, okay, for main idea, okay, for paragraph 1. And for paragraph 2, some alternatives, I put them together as natural forces like solar and wind or wave energy. And I'm sorry, my voice is really bad. Tidal energy. I don't have COVID. Okay, now we go to, okay, please take note that you can also write some important words, because the number 1 part that you have to do in essay writing is you have to know a lot of synonyms, because you are going to paraphrase. Okay, you're going to rephrase each words in sentences. So you have to write at least important words, and you have to know how or what are the synonyms of these words. Now, okay, let's go to your introduction. Okay, so this is how are we going to write your introduction. First, of course, you have to paraphrase the question. And the second one, you have to outline sentences. That means your answer for question 1 and for question 2. And if you complete this one, that means you already completed your introduction. Okay, and take note of this one. You have to write 2 to 3 sentences, because this task 2 is 250 words. So you have to be aware, if we are going to use the 4 paragraph essay, we put 40 to 60 words for each paragraph. So that means we can achieve 250 words. Okay, because you won't have time to count the words when you're in the actual test. So you have to practice writing, okay, at least. Now, what is the question? Let's go back to the question. Oops. Okay, this is the question. Fossil fuels are essential for producing electricity, power industry, and fueling transportation. However, one day we will reach a point when all the words fossil fuel have been depleted. Okay, so this part you are going to rephrase. Okay, so now I will give you, okay, 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to think how to paraphrase this one. Okay, you have 3 minutes. Everyone should do a paraphrasing, okay? Please, you can write or later you can speak. Okay, time's up. Let me check your answers, everyone. Please unmute your microphone and read your paraphrase for introduction part. Who wants to start? Did you do it? Are you done? Okay, Tang. I think Tang's doing it.
I didn't finish it yet.
Okay, who finished? Who finished? Lisa, did you finish?
Not yet, sorry.
Not yet. Alice, did you finish, Alice? Alice, are you there? Tachi? Tachi? So how long do you still need it to finish? But don't take too much. You only have, okay, this is only the part one. You still have to outline number one and number two. Question. So how are we going to do this one? Fossil fuels are essential for producing transportation. Fueling transportation. You just have to rephrase it. Maybe change the word essential, or you start with this one. Okay, electricity, producing electricity, power industry, and fueling transportation. Okay, I think I'm going to show the answer now. Okay, this one you can copy, but of course it's better if you have your own. That's why I want to ask, how did you start it? Maybe you try to rephrase it before I show the answer. I mean, it's not the correct answer, okay? It's not the correct answer, just the answer. Possible answer. Lisa, are you done? Are you done? Tang? You can read.
A is that I have to introduce about fossil fuel, right?
You don't need to introduce. I mean, like this part, you have to paraphrase, okay? Because that's our rule when we have the introduction part. We have to paraphrase. That means you have to rephrase. You have to say the same idea, but you just have to change the words, okay, about a fossil fuel. So what did you do? What did you do, Tang?
My
Paraphrase. Yes.
I will read it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can read. Sorry.
To producing electricity, power industry, and fueling transportation is really need fossil fuels.
Okay. Okay, and then?
But fossil fuel is not forever. So we will have to, so one day we'll have to change it.
Okay, I think it's the thought is there. Okay, but fossil fuel will not stay forever. So we have to, okay. Okay, but the usage, okay, the maximum use, maximizing the use, okay, maximizing the use of fossil fuel may come to an end one day because it's not forever, okay? So we have to change that one. Okay, but I think that's a good start, Tang. Okay, you can follow. How about Lisa?
Sorry, is still not yet because my
So
idea
what did
is
you
running
finish?
out. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, Alice, let's go back to you, Lisa. Oh, hi, Queen Anne.
Hi.
Okay, so Queen Anne, we are doing, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you're here. Queen Anne, I am teaching everyone now how to do writing task 2, how to write an essay for double question. But please, you have to watch the video of this live stream. So you know, okay, you know what is our topic. So now I'm teaching them the introduction part, how to write introduction for double essay question. Okay. So the first thing that we have to do in introduction is we have to paraphrase. I think Tang did good. It's a good start that he can paraphrase the question. Okay, so this is the question actually. Tauchi, Tauchi and Alice, do you have idea? Did you finish paraphrasing? I think only Tang. I think only Tang did it. Okay, but that's a good start still. Please try, okay? Because you know, it's not only you have to learn, you have to try also, okay? That's why practice, you have to practice. Okay, so this is my answer, okay? The world is currently reliant. That means we are in need, of course. We are in need of oil, coal, and natural gas for majority of its energy requirements, but there will come a time when these run out. Okay, so I change fossil fuels, okay, to oil, coal, and natural gas because of course you can see in here. Okay, so they are all fossil fuel makes the power for the electricity and industry. Okay, so I can put this one here. Okay, but of course you can paraphrase on your own. Okay, like Tang. I think Tang's paraphrasing is okay. Okay, so the world is currently reliant on oil, coal, and natural. That means we completed the first thing that we have to do for introduction. That means to paraphrase. Now we have to put our ideas now for outlining the question. Okay, so the next thing that you have to do, since we are done with the paraphrasing, now we move to outline. Okay, we have to outline our answer for question 1 and for question 2. Okay, remember that our idea is we have to use the car less. Okay, and of course, natural forces for question 2. So this one is my answer. Okay, so remember that this is double question. So please do not change this. Okay, this is your starting part. Okay, this essay will discuss. Okay, how, of course, the question, how we can help to prevent, conserve. You see, guys, so we rephrase the word. We don't use another one, conserve. Okay, we have to rephrase again. Okay, how we can help to prevent our non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources, that means your fossil fuel. Okay, from the becoming depleted by using, this is your answer. Okay, by using car less frequently. This is your answer, you can see, but we don't write the explanation yet because this is still your introduction. You just have to answer, give your answer. Okay, so using car less, and then number 2, and it will name some natural forces that can be harnessed. That means alternatives. Okay, harnessed to generate power. Now, if you're going to make your own, can you try to outline? Can you outline? Can you outline your answer using this one? Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes to outline your answer, your own answer. Please try to speak. This is good for you. It's better that you have to practice than not talking at all. Okay. 2 minutes, okay. Four, three, two, one. I'm sorry, it's so noisy. Okay, I'm sorry, time's up now. Please unmute your microphone and outline the 2 question answers here. Let's start with, who wants to start? Please raise your hand. No one wants to start, I guess. Queen Anne, would you like to start?
No, I'm not ready.
I always not ready. Lisa.
Yes.
Okay, can
here.
you do an outline?
Okay. I think
No, I think. You started this one. This essay.
okay. This essay will discuss sorry, I still think about it.
How we can.
I'm still thinking. I'm very sorry about that.
Okay, let's try to do. Okay, I think no one answered yet. So let's try to discuss another word for conserve. What's the other word for conserve? Let's give one by one. Tang. Another word for conserve.
Protect.
Protect. Okay. Lisa, another word for conserve. What's another word for
Maintain.
maintain?
Oh,
Maintain safe and sound. It's okay, maintain. Maintain safe. Okay. Maintain safe. Okay, but maintain safely. Say maintain safe. Safely maintain. Okay.
What about
Preserve.
word?
Another word. I mean synonym for conserve. So that means you can paraphrase your outline. Alice, can you tell me? Save is okay, but you know, save, we always use that. Okay, so we have to use another vocabulary. Keep up. Keep up. Okay. Okay, so you can use these words. Protect, maintain, preserve, save, keep up. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. Sorry. Alternatives. Can you think of another word for alternatives? Tauchi? Alice? Are you there? Tauchi and Alice?
Yeah, yes.
Can you think of another word for alternatives? Tang? Are you thinking?
Changeable.
Changeable. I think no, I'm sorry. Another. Lisa?
No, I don't think any words like that have the same meaning like that.
Harness. That means to choice. Of course, choice, alternatives, but choice is very common. Selection. Okay, you can say selection.
Opportunity.
Opportunity. Yes, another opportunity. We can use that one. Okay. Sorry. Waste. Waste, maybe. Waste too. Okay, you have to at least think of at least three synonyms, because you always have to paraphrase. You have to master paraphrasing in essay part. This is the basic rule that you have to do. Okay, so we can put, okay, let me hear your answer. Tang, what's your outline, Tang? This essay will discuss. I think it's
Since
better.
I will discuss the way we converse this the fossil fuel.
By. You have to say
By-
the answer.
I have to say audience.
No, you have to say only one. Okay. This one, you don't need to say walk, cycle. This one is the main idea. So you have to say by using the car less. Okay. So I think Tang's outline is okay for the first paragraph. Okay. This essay will discuss how we can protect fossil fuel, or how can we protect our natural resources by using car less. Okay, number 2, Tang. And also some ways, you can say some ways.
So some way to I didn't
You didn't.
write the question, the second question.
Here's the second question. Okay, some ways to change, or some ways like using our natural forces to change instead of using fossil fuels. I think I cannot hear Tauchi and Alice speaking a lot today. Okay, please
No,
try.
I
Are you practicing? Okay. I hope that you.
I still talking.
Okay. I hope that you have you can write down important notes today, and you try to, everyone, of course, everyone, try to practice while we're having this brainstorming part, so you can improve your skills more on writing. Remember that this is only the first time I will teach you the double question essay. Okay, So you have 4 more types of essay. So you will get used to it. So try to practice. Okay, so now we are done with our introduction. Okay, so you finish paraphrasing, the first one. We finish paraphrasing, and then there's paraphrasing here. The world, okay, this one. We finish paraphrasing the question, and then we have this essay we'll discuss. Please remember, you have to use this one always when it's double question. This is the phrase that you have to use. This essay will discuss for your introduction. Okay, and then we already completed. All right, so now let's check for this part, of course, why you have to write your introduction like this one. Okay, so now you have the idea how to write introduction. It will be easier for you next time. So of course, if you write your introduction like this one, you will get good points, of course. The examiner will know that you really understand the question, because that's the basic part. You already rephrased and you give your answer. And also, the examiner will understand that, oh, this is the essay about, because you say that you're going to talk about using car less and the alternatives for fossil fuel. And of course, this is very important. You are on track if you use this pattern, okay? So my advice, if you get the question for task 2, you just put it on your side and you have to keep your eye on it every time. You have to check, okay, for introduction, did I paraphrase? Did I outline the question and give answer? Okay, and then you're okay. Now we go to paragraph number 2, which is your main body. Okay, the body 1. So in this part, here is your structure. You have 3 things that you have to do for this part. So the first one, you have to write the topic sentence. That means your answer. Okay, so we only focus, sorry, why did I put a lot here? Okay, because this one is only about body 1. That means you are only be talking about question 1 and your answer, which is using the car less. So you're going to state your answer, which is your topic sentence. What's your topic sentence? Using car less. That is your topic sentence. And then your explanation. We can walk, we can cycle. Okay, you have to expand your answer. How are you going to use car less? And of course, you can give your example. And I told you earlier, when you give example, 1 example or 2 example is enough, not 3. Okay, not 3. That would be confusing. 2, maximum of 2 is okay. Okay, 1 is okay. All right, so now let's try to expand. Okay, let's try to expand your answer now. Oh, I think you can see the answer. Let's try the first one, the topic sentence. Okay. How can we conserve these resources? Can you write? Can you write your main body part? Using car less, the topic sentence. Conserving energy is a responsibility of every individual. In an important way in which we can all do our bit is to use more energy efficient means of transport. Can you see? I paraphrase this one. Okay, so that is your topic sentence. Okay. Your topic sentence is you're trying to introduce first how or what is or how important is this one. Okay, so for this part, I think I put what is conserving energy first. Okay, so we can put like that. And then we can put example, or sorry, explain. So how are you going to explain? Okay, this one. The easiest way to do this is to leave the car at home or walk or cycle. Can you try to do it? Can you try to explain about your answer here? Make a sentence using this one. You have the idea, you just make a sentence. Lisa?
Yes.
Yes, okay, can you make a sentence using the answer here?
Okay. Okay. We can conserve these resources by use carless. By instead use car, maybe we should walk, or we can say use carless too, or yeah.
Yes, okay, so you can just make a sentence, okay? Yeah, how about Tang? How do you make a sentence using the answer here?
We can protect these resources by walking instead of using public transport.
No, no, no. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one, using carless, these are your solutions. How to use carless. Okay, so you try to put them in a sentence.
Can you repeat it?
I mean, this walk, cycle, this one here, these are your ways how to use carless. So you have to say all of this. Okay, so can you put them in a sentence?
We could use bicycle instead of using car.
Okay,
To
yeah.
reduce harmful gases.
Yes, okay, very good. That's correct. Okay. How about Alice? Can you make a sentence using this one? How to use carless? These are the answers. Make a sentence. Queen Anne?
Yes.
Can you make a sentence?
Preserving the environment reserves is something that every individual should do to make the world better. One of the most simple ways we can do is to reduce the use of transport vehicles that are harmful to the environment, like a car. We can walk, ride a bike instead of other means of transport.
Okay, very good. That's okay, but we can delete the first part. You can start by saying this one because we are in the explanation part now. You have to explain. We already completed the first part. Okay, so which is the subtopic sentence. Now you just have to expand this one. How to use carless, and that is your answer. So reducing, we can reduce the usage of car by walking, cycling, using public transport, and maybe only traveling when it's really necessary. Okay, so you can do that one. How about Tauchi? One? Okay. So I put the answer here actually. Another way to reduce our fuel consumption is to car share. Okay, so this is another explanation how to use car share. Okay, let's go to example. I think you always have example, okay? Sometimes when we do the main paragraph 1, we don't explain what, but we always give example because we have lots of examples. So the third part is very easy. You just need the example. So can you give me some times in your life that you use the car less? Are you there? Can you think? Sorry. Alice? Can you give example, Alice? Ah, okay. Okay, you can try to. Okay, I'll give an example. When I go to my favorite restaurant here in Tejo, so example is, example is very easy because you can make up, okay? Because, the examiner will not do an investigation if it really happened. So you can just make up. Okay, so for example, myself, when I meet my friend and we want to eat in our favorite restaurant here in Tejo, so I just share the car with her. I mean the motorbike. I just share I just hop on her motorbike. So instead of just calling a Grab, and then she goes on her motorbike and then I will go on my own motorbike. So of course it's like double the pollution that we will put, and we use a fuel frequently. I'm more frequent on that one. So what I do is that I just hop on her motorbike and then we can go together. We save the time, we save the energy, and we save the fuel. Or sometimes I just walk when it's really near. Okay, so I give example. Can you think of a time that you use the car less? Lisa?
Okay. Is
Sorry.
the car less?
Yes. Example, your own example. Maybe like instead of using the car, you just walk or you just ride a bike,
Okay.
bicycle, something like that.
For example, if my mother and my father are too worried about me because and they want to carry me by their car to ride me to my school, and if they do that, the pollute from the car are not very good for. It's like it's more pollute in natural, and I think instead of use the car, maybe I should cycle or walk more because it's kind of not very hard to do this and it can save more.
Okay, I think that's okay, but it's too long. Okay,
I
so
know, I know.
okay, so maybe you can just say that if my mom and dad are like worried about me going home, So instead of them picking me up, maybe I can just send them a message that I'll be walking instead of riding a car. So I can save the money, I can save energy, I mean the fuel, and I save the earth. Okay, so you can say that one. Queen Anne and Tang, can you give example? Tang?
Yes.
Yes.
My grandparents always want to pick me up to school by motorbike,
Mm-hmm.
but I said I don't need, so I can save the environment and also fossil fuels.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so we can rephrase that tank to say instead of my grandparents picking me up using a vehicle, I prefer to just walk so I can help protect our natural resources or non-renewable resources. Okay, all right, that's good. Queen Anne?
My example is the same as time.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to go to school by car or motorbike from your parents, but you can completely replace it by walking if the school is close to your home or cycling to school.
Okay. Yeah, that's also a good example. Okay. So I think telling one example or two is enough for this one because remember that you have 4 paragraphs. So now I will show another example. I think I put 2. Okay. Whenever my friends and I get together for coffee, we agree to meet up at the cafe that we can each get to without having to drive our cars there. We usually go on foot. That means walking. Okay, instead of saying walking, because we usually go on foot or ride our bikes. If everyone made small decisions like this, it would make a real difference. Sorry. Okay, so now this is your completed. Okay, task 1. So the first one is you say the topic sentence. I colored it blue so it's easier for you to see. And then we put the explanation. Your answer is to use the car less. Okay. And then we have example for the green part. And don't forget that for example part, you can make your own. Okay. It doesn't matter as long as it is believable. Of course, do not write example that is impossible. Okay. It should be believable. All right, so let's move to main body part 2. Actually, main body part 2 has the same structure as main body part 1, paragraph 1. Okay, so you have to say the topic sentence, the explanation, and example. But the difference is you only have to answer question 2, which is some alternatives to fossil fuels. Oh no. Okay, so let's move to this one. Okay. We try to make a topic sentence here. I think we're running out of time though. Okay. The most sustainable alternatives to fossil fuels are the generation of power from natural forces such as the sun, wind, and ocean. Can you rephrase this? You can answer the same idea. I know. It's the same idea actually. You can rephrase this one. One. Yes, Tauchi, would you like the rephrase? Ping An? Lisa? Tang? Can you rephrase? No one is speaking. Most sustainable. The most sustainable way. But I think alternative is okay. You can use alternative here. Okay. I think we can move to the conclusion part now. No. Okay, here's another explanation here. Solar and wind power are already widely used across the world, but it is wave power and tidal energy that have the greatest untapped potential to provide for our energy needs in the future. Okay, so in this part, you can actually use this one, but you can rephrase it, of course. Okay, so you don't have the same answer, everyone. And then it's the same structure that we do with paragraph 1. We have the topic sentence, the explanation, and then the example. Okay. This one is, I just made blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you can research. Okay. But of course, say your research for this one. But I think you don't have time to research because this is your test. So my advice is you just make up, maybe just make up, but try to be believable. Okay, so this one is completed for writing task 2, main paragraph 2. That means the question 2. Now we move to conclusion. In conclusion, this is the summarize, okay, or the summary of your both questions and answer. But take note that in your conclusion, we always start with the sentence in conclusion or to conclude. Okay, so of course, remember that a good conclusion neatly end the essay and it link all your ideas together. It doesn't give another idea or open another idea. And of course, you sum up your argument or your opinion. And of course, you have to make sure that you answer the question again. Okay, so yeah, this one. The introduction and the conclusion are the same. Okay, but you just have to rephrase it. Okay, you just have to rephrase the introduction. Okay, and you can see this one here. This is your introduction. The world is currently, but we just have to rephrase it. We just have to add the in conclusion here. Okay, you can take note of that. Introduction and conclusion. Okay. All right, so I think we're done now. So this is our writing example for tonight. And since you learn how to rephrase for today about double essay question, I will post this as your homework. Okay, so if you take notes for today, it will be easier for you to write down your essay. And this one is also graded for today. No. Your essay for next week, I will try to put some marks in each part. Okay, so the first part, we have the double essay question for tonight, which is we have 4 paragraphs in total. So the first paragraph includes your introduction. The second paragraph includes the question 1. Third paragraph, question 2. And then the conclusion. So that's why overall we have 4 paragraphs for double essay question. Okay, so and if you follow this one, of course, you will get good score in your essay writing, task 2 in your IELTS, because you already know the structure. Okay, so please also remember that double essay question is what they call as well as direct question essay. Because you have to say your answer right away. Okay, and they also call double question essay, direct question essay. Okay, it's the same. If you look on Google, they have direct question essay. So don't be confused. Direct question essay is the same with double question essay. And make sure that if you identify what type of question is it, you have to use what type of structure you're going to use in your essay. Okay, so I think we're done now, but I want to hear your answer. Did you write down some answers for tonight? Did you write your answer? No one. No one writes. Tang, did you write down, Tang? Bring An? Queen Anne, did you write? Sorry.
Right now.
You don't know? Lisa, are you there, Lisa?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, did you write your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do quick okay, speaking part. Please give me your answer for today's question. Okay, can you try to answer this question?
Where?
Chat box.
Oh, the chat box, right?
Yeah,
Give me.
okay. Please try to answer and give me a quick answer for this one.
Everybody or just me?
You first.
Oh no, why? If wait. This is the question that you show.
Yeah, in writing part.
Yeah. Okay. Here I have. Okay.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh my God, I feel a little bit shy and nervous.
You're always shy. It's the same face.
Okay.
Okay, Lisa, come on.
So if I say this, I have to give some example, right?
It's up to you. Okay, just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes to speak, okay? It's not part 3, it's part 2. So just 2 minutes to do speaking, Lisa. Okay, ready?
No, I'm not ready.
It's part, okay,
So-
Tang. I think Tang is ready. Tang is very active tonight. I can see that. Tang?
Yes. Uh, I
What's your
Say-
answer, Tang?
all my paragraph, right?
You have to say all your paragraph. It's up to you if you want to say all. Okay. Anyway, this one is your homework. So that means you will do writing, okay, at home for your homework for this week. And now that you know the structure of doing the essay part, I hope that you'll improve your writing more. And I hope also that you'll learn something for today. So let's do some wrap up a part here. Please tell me, what did you learn for today's lesson? Let's start with Lisa.
Oh, yeah. Today we learned about how to write a perfectly writing in your IELTS test.
What type of essay?
Is about the fossil fuel.
We have 7 types.
7 types.
Oh,
of,
sorry,
yeah,
5 types of
5
essay,
types.
right? What did we focus today?
5 types.
We-
Okay. Wait. I thought you said that 7 types of sentence.
7 types of sentences, but we have 5 types of essay.
Okay. Today we have question sentence. Do we have compose sentence? Compound.
That's the
Compound.
7 type of sentences. Okay, but today, remember everyone, tonight, okay, I told you about the 5 types of task 2 essays. Okay, you have to master the different types of essay in your
Oh.
writing part, because when the actual test will come, you don't know if you will be given discussion part or discussion essay or opinion essay or problem essay or advantages, disadvantages, or double
Oh,
question.
I know. Yeah, I remember this about this 5 types of essays: opinion, discussions, um, prof solutions,
Yeah, prob
advanced and
solution.
disadvanced, and yeah, there we have double question too.
Yes. So tonight we only focus on this part. Okay, we only focus on double question. Okay. For tonight, I told you I taught the outline, how to answer double question essay and how to write an essay with double questions. Okay. So if you write the structure of opinion essay to double question essay, you will get 0 in your IELTS. So you have to make sure that you differentiate what type of question it is. So you know what type of structure you're going to use. Okay. So for tonight, but double question is the basic, like the very common essay that they are given, and the pattern for essay for double question is the most common pattern that they use. It's the basic one. So many people use it. So that's why you have to learn that, because it's the basic one. Okay. So we learned about double question essay today, and I told you how to do this one, double question. Okay, so I told you the outline for double question. This is the outline for double question structure. Okay, so the introduction, the main body, paragraph 1, main body, paragraph 2, and of course, conclusion. And for introduction, you have to follow certain parts. But the most important thing in making an essay is you master paraphrasing. Okay, so make sure that you have synonyms, the synonyms, and you know how to identify the questions. Okay, so now we only have 2 minutes. Tang, how about Tang? Can you tell me what did you learn for today?
I learned about how to rewrite the sentence have same meaning but different way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Tang, do you think you can remember the structure for double essay question? Okay, I'm here now. Okay, do you think you can do it, everyone? I hope you can try. Okay, as I said, today I taught you, but if you don't practice, it will disappear. Okay, so please try to practice and apply what you learned for tonight's lesson. Okay, let's call on Queen Anne. Queen Anne is a bit late tonight, but I hope you still learned something.
I think it all. I look very nice.
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. My student is coming in, so I have to say goodbye now to everyone. But you have to send me your writing task too. I will put this in our Google Drive classroom. And please follow the structure. I will send the structure in our Zalo group so you can still outline your answer. Okay. And of course, if you forget some things, how to do with this part, you can watch this video again. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. And I hope you all keep safe. And I'll see you next week. Good luck with your essay.